today I can't look at myself without laughing because I just have my brows done. I feel like I look a little weird. I'm just laughing. Anyway, today's video is going to be a comparison of the Rimmel Lasting Finish Foundation. So as you guys know, if you follow my channel, you know that I am obsessed with the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour with Comfort Serum Foundation, the original one. Love this one. The one with the red cap. It's my favorite. It's just, I don't know, it's just always been my all-time favorite foundation. Like my hands down favorite. I've been raving about it forever. Well, Rimmel recently just came out with the Lasting Finish 25 Hour Breathable Foundation. The new one is just supposed to be like lighter and just more breathable than the original. I've been playing around with this foundation for a few weeks now and I kind of have my feelings on it. But I thought I would do a comparison video because I have not sat down and like compare the two side by side. I have tested both of these out and I do have an opinion. I'm pretty much know my final thoughts on what I think of both of these. Obviously I do with this one, but this one I pretty much do. But I haven't sat down and compared them, so I want to do that today. And it's also been interesting watching some YouTube videos because a lot of videos that I've watched I haven't really agreed with necessarily. The brand BeautyBigBang contacted me, that's really hard to say, and they emailed me asking if I want to try a few products. So I can leave their website down below. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have anything. I just have their website. I don't have a coupon code or anything, sorry. But I decided to test this out. I actually played around with this a little bit this week, and I'm actually kind of surprised. But they sent over the Big Cover Liquid Concealer. They sent over the Blush, Highlight, and Contour Palette. And then I also have this brush from them. I don't know if I'm going to use this brush because it's just like, I tried using it last week. Or I tried using it already, and I don't know, it's fine. Anyway, I didn't really tell you that we're doing a wear test too, so I will check in throughout the day, or I'll probably just do a check-in at the end of the day with how my makeup holds up. Anyway, okay, let's just stop rambling. Let's just hop right in and get started with primer. So I'm going to take my NYX Hydro Touch Primer. I use this all the time. I've already like washed and moisturized my face, but my skin has been dry recently. Been loving using a hydrating primer. It just makes my skin just work a lot better with some foundations, especially when they're drying. And I've really been actually into using beauty oil lately. I can't remember the exact one I have. Oh, it's the Derma E one. The one with the collab with the other YouTuber. It's in my bathroom. But sometimes I'll mix that in with the foundation as well. But now, of course, I'm getting hormonal breakouts. So, like, these are nasty. Look at that. My skin's normally not this bad. Yeah, so on this side of my face, I'm going to do the Rimmel Lasting Finish Original one. And on this side, I'll do the Breathable. There is some things that have improved. They're both 1 fluid ounce. They both have SPF 20. I do have two different shades. I have 100 and 103. They were out of 100 in this one. And 103 is pretty much the same thing. I feel like this one does maybe oxidize. Or if it doesn't oxidize, it just it's more orange. Yellow undertone. So I don't know if it necessarily oxidizes, but it definitely does bring out more of a yellow undertone than this one. And I think why I like this one is because it's more of like a cooler undertone. But I also have two different sponges. They're both dirty, the Flower Beauty and the L'Oreal one. I need to get a new L'Oreal one. Mine's like ripping, but they're both dirty. Sorry. Just real life. One thing I like about the new one is it has a different applicator. It has a doe foot. Now, I think it's a nice doe foot. It's not like, I like even the Physicians Formula one that I have better. This one does hold a lot more product though. But I like that a lot better than this tube, container, jar, whatever it's called. I want to show you the consistency really quickly. The old one and this one, sorry, I have a swatch on my hand. This one's the new one. The new one is definitely a lot liquidier. I don't know if you can tell, is it running down my hand? Yeah, a little bit. The old one is a lot thicker than the new one. And you can even see, like when I blend it out, how much more sheer the newer one is compared to the older one. And the color difference, you can tell the older one is a lot more cool tone, and the newer one is warm tone. They're not the same shade, which is probably part of my problem, but they're pretty similar. I'm going to apply the original on this side. I look crazy right now. So I usually just dot it. I don't know how I'm going to split my nose up. This one I do feel like, I don't know, putting it on, does it seem like it oxidizes a little bit maybe? Not really. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose it does. This one does get a little bit darker. Just a little bit, just from dabbing it on. I'm going to take my, flour sponge on this side. Ideally, I'd use the same sponge, but I don't want to mix the product. So the Rimmel Lasting Finish is definitely a medium coverage. I can build it up to a full. This is what it kind of looks like when they're drying. But I'm going to apply the other side first, and then I'll build it up a little bit. That's one coat of the original. This one is, the Breathable. I feel like I have to, I already just dipped it in twice now. It definitely is getting darker. Can you see that? From when I first swatched it. So original swatch there, and now let's see how it's getting a little darker. Definitely pulls more orange. Now looking at them side by side, I don't see a huge difference. I feel like this side looks a little more smoother and just more covered, maybe, just a little bit. I'm going to do another coat because I usually end up doing about 2 coats of these. Not 2 full coats, but since this is a medium coverage, this is what I do in the morning, is sit and shake it. Honestly, you guys, I'm not even as satisfied with this foundation as I am with that New Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I've been loving that one so much that I don't even like this one as much anymore, which is crazy. Really, it covered some of the redness, but it didn't completely block it out. It's not that full of a coverage. This is a medium to full. It's not there's a difference between a full heavy full, it feels really heavy on your skin, versus just a full. It's just more of a medium full, but not heavy. Okay, now this side. See, I can tell that this side does look a lot more smoother. You can see more texture here. Obviously, I have 2 coats on this side, so we'll see if it kind of covers. And do you hear that sound? It's so liquidy that it kind of gets everywhere. One thing I noticed is it looks oranger and oranger the more I apply. So if I just do a thin coat, which is normally the case, if you just do a thin coat of something, it won't look as bad as if you keep applying more. It makes it look oranger. Obviously, it's kind of makes sense. You have the same finish, I feel like. This side is definitely a little bit darker. Just a little bit, just a tad. I don't know if you can see that. I just feel like it looks a little bit more bronzed. Yeah, I just feel like this side just looks the slightest bit more, just kind of smooth. But they really are pretty similar. You'll have to see, we'll have to test the wear test and everything, and how it applies with other products on, which is what I'm going to test right now. Now that they're kind of dry on my hand, can you see the difference here? See how it just dried a lot darker? Let me swatch. So here's the swatch. Do you see this? See that swatch there? Now this is what the color looks like when you first apply it. It just pulls more orange, and it is a deeper shade than the other one, so it's kind of hard to... Probably should have just waited and got the other shade, but it does pull a little bit more orange than the other one. Faux Color, maybe, from the BeautyBigBang brand, but this is the company, but this is the brand of it, but it doesn't say it on here. It's called the Big Coverage Liquid Concealer, and when I got this, it was squirting out everywhere. And I have the shade 01 Warm Ivory, which is the lightest shade, and I think there's only 4 shades, and it is very light. So we're just going to apply this under my eyes here. It's very light. The extra, and I'm going to actually take my Catrice one is very light too. We're just going to apply the Catrice one. My Catrice is not as light as that though. Wow, it dries really fast. I'm just gonna use this one on my chin. So far, it is very bright white, basically. I feel like it kind of is moving my foundation around a little bit. I don't think it's sitting very nicely on the skin. It's very hard to blend. Yeah, not a big fan. We're gonna set it with powder. I'm gonna just take this Super Stay Better Skin powder from Maybelline. I love this stuff. I have the shade, I feel like I never tell you my shades. 20 Classic Ivory, which is a little bit of a tanner shade, which I'm okay with. I just like to lightly set it kind of in my T-zone. I am starting to get more oily recently. I don't like to use a lot because my skin is dry, but yet I do notice if I don't set, my skin does get a little oily. I do feel like it literally just kind of like didn't do anything, and you can still see my dark circles here. It just looks like a really light concealer under my eyes, and like it didn't cover much. I'm gonna take this blush, contour, and highlight palette. Actually, first of all, okay, I've been using my Vivid Baked bronzer. I tried to repress it, but I think I gotta try and press it some more because it's kind of coming out. I'm just gonna take my butter bronzer. Oh, I missed this. I have missed this bronzer. I haven't used it in a while. I mean, I like that Makeup Revolution one, but I have missed it. I think I gotta bronze my neck. I'm gonna take my contour brush and dip into this contour shade. This is a very deep contour shade. And this is a very pigmented product, so a little goes a long way. I did tap it off on my little washcloth here that's full of makeup. Oh, I forgot to tell you. They did send me this like makeup applicator too from this in the shape of a fish, but I didn't want to use it today because I was testing. I kind of played around with it. I'm not a huge fan of it. I didn't want it to interfere with this application. It's making me look a little muddy. Holy cow. A little bit goes a long way. That's all I have to say. Because I hardly dipped into this. I'm going to take a little bit of this blush. It is so pigmented. No, okay, I forgot to mention, there is no powder kickback in these products, which I'm actually pleasantly surprised that there is none. It's so weird. I'm not a big blush person, but especially like this color, and it doesn't really match what I'm wearing, but we're just gonna play with it, and I already got a lot. Okay, and this highlighter is the thing that I'm actually surprised about. When I applied this highlighter, I was like, wow. I mean, it swatches okay. I'm gonna do one side with just the highlighter, and then I'm gonna wet the other side. So this is just the highlighter. Isn't that crazy? I'm using the Morphe M510 brush, which is a little bit of a thinner brush. Now let's wet it, and we're probably gonna see it from space. This is a little more pink undertone. I have this shade 01, by the way. I probably should have told you that. As I was saying before my camera overheated, I have the shade 01 in this. I don't like this tone. I would definitely choose like different options. I probably have like 6 different options, maybe 6. And I definitely would have chosen a different one. I feel like I picked a different one out, but maybe not. I don't know. Because this is definitely not one I would go for. Like, I don't wear this bright of a blush ever. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup, come back, and then I'll kind of share with you what I feel like now, and then we'll wear test throughout the day, and then I'll come in with a final check-in at the end of the day, okay? So I'll be back with after I finish my face. Well, this look turned out a lot different than I thought it would. I didn't think I was going to go with like dark eyeshadow, and I kind of did. And I put on my false lashes again because I really like these. And I like having false lashes. I like doing a little more makeup, and I'm not really going anywhere today. I'm literally sitting at home. So the shade match is actually pretty similar. This side maybe just a slightest bit tanner. I do feel like this side just looks more smoothed out though. Like when I'm looking at my cheeks, like here compared to here, they both feel really nice. I feel like this side feels a little softer. The original, I feel like it looks a little less textured. And overall, I honestly feel like this original looks better than this one. There's just something about this one that I just don't really care for. I just feel like this one just doesn't look as good on my skin. I feel like this one just looks more natural. So let's just go out to natural light. I'm going to bring you with me. And looking, I don't know, what do you think? The highlighter looks good. I'm kind of looking at the foundation more. We're going to see this wear test. I didn't even tell you. I've had this on for probably about an hour now by the time I did everything. I don't really have a mirror, but do you think it looks similar? Editing Hope can throw something in there. Concealer though, like look at how dark my under eyes look. It doesn't do anything. It just kind of wore away where the foundation was. Now I think the foundation's the original one on this side. I feel like it just looks better. Check back in at the end of the day and we'll do just kind of a final check-in and see where we're at. And right now it is, I should probably tell you the time, 12:22. 8:45. Look at this cute picture of Savannah and I. Isn't it just freaking adorable? It is 8:45. I think the last my hair is looking really good. It's been like 8 hours since I checked them. Thank you for telling me you haven't showered. No. In gymnastics? You literally look like you're high right now. Your eyes are so red. Look at them. Why? They're so red.
Wanna know why?
Why?
Because somebody in Walmart walked past me and I got a huge whiff of weed. I probably got high off of that, guys.
Why did I just... They look wrong.
Why?
You can still see the blush and the contour and the highlighter is still there. I definitely don't think I would recommend this just because... I don't know, I have other products that I like better. Do I think it wears well? Yeah. But I just feel like, I don't know, I have other ones that I feel like just look better on my skin, and it's not my favorite. It's like literally all dark right here. And there's a little bit of concealer, but not much. And it's all wearing away. And then if you look at my foundation, I feel like it held up pretty well. It looks pretty much the same. You think this side looks a little more covering?
Yeah.
That's what I think too. I think you can just see a little more texture on this side for some reason. So yeah, I do think that I still really like my Rimmel Lasting Finish, the original one, better. But do I think this is a bad one? No, if you want a little more lighter coverage, I would go with this one. I just like the formula of the other one more. So, that's my 2 cents. Do you want to try some?
I didn't even get the answer.
Thank you so much for watching.
I feel like I shouldn't use this because I was sick.
She's such a distraction. Yeah, she just had strep throat and now she's putting on my lip product. Wait, what lip product is it? Yeah, you can keep that.
Actually?
Yeah, because I don't ever use it.
Heck yeah!
Okay, I'll see you guys in my next video.
Not like I'm gonna probably use it anyways, but it's fine, I might use it.
You use it all the time. You're the only one that uses that, actually. Oh. Okay, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!